Alright, let's play some TF2. I get a lot of questions about why I use the items I use in TF2. I prefer stock for my flamethrower. I like the scorch shot or detonator for my secondary. And usually run with the power jack, but the extinguisher has come up a lot more lately. I get asked constantly why I don't use the meta, panic attack, and degreaser because of the faster swap between weapons, being able to deal more damage. Honestly, stock doing damage by itself without having to swap to a secondary, I mean, that's a good enough reason right there just to stick with stock. I also like how many air blasts I can get with the stock flamethrower. Degreaser, it just feels slower for me personally. Dragon's Fury punishes you if you miss your air blast. And the back burner just not enough air blast for me, honey. Yeah, it's fun to take your enemy from behind and just watch them melt as those beautiful crits eat them alive. But it doesn't quite cover the satisfaction of reflecting a soldier's rocket back into his face. See, the rocket launcher has 4 rockets. Back burner runs out of air blast in 3 shots. So if I don't hit him with the other rockets, that 4th one's gonna get me and I can't do anything about it. On to my secondary. The scorch shot.
Oh, you enjoyed the scorch shot? Well, too bad for you. I'm gonna find my way into your home and remove your kneecaps with a spoon.
All jokes aside, the scorch shot is probably the most powerful secondary in Pyro's arsenal. The gun does a lot of damage and it stun locks your opponent when it first strikes. Following up that stun with a second hit can knock out lighter classes such as Sniper and Spy. I will admit the mini crits when striking an opponent on fire are a little overkill, but you know, I just like seeing those snipers on fire. It does the body good. What is it the sniper mains say, you know, when they kill you from all the way across the map? Get good? Yeah, get good. The way I use stock flamethrower and scorch shot together is kind of reminiscent of the puff and sting technique. I hit them with some fire, follow up with the secondary, and just watch those mini crits take on the damage. Due to streaming, I have to keep voice chat off. This limits my ability to communicate with my team. I do not play on keyboard, I play on controller, and it takes a lot of effort to set my controller down and then type a response in chat. I mean, by then the medic's dead, the spy's already got him. With this lack of communication, I am on my own. I cannot depend on my team. I cannot tell a medic to come with me while I go hunt someone down. I prefer to use the flank. For those who do not know, flanking is when you try to get behind the enemy team and you pull down their support from back to front. This includes snipers, medics, anyone who is setting up like NG. Ambushing the support classes from the rear is the safest way to take down these threats. It's also really fun. The scorch shot has helped a lot in combating this lack of communication. I don't need help to get the sniper. I can sting him and he will either move or he will stand there and let me hit him a second time. I play on Uncletopia, where the snipers know their jobs, they know where to stand, and they know how to avoid getting hit. Using the scorch shot or the detonator, I can hit them from far enough away and at least light them up for a minute. It also shows my teammates where they are, because they may not have seen them yet, but snipers are the first thing I look for once I leave that door. Alright, enough about my positive trolling of the Uncletopia snipers. My preferred melee weapon is the power jack. A pyro running around with a car battery and whacking people with it, that just sounds like a wonderful thing, doesn't it? The power jack brings a speed boost which can help a pyro get into certain places that we usually shouldn't be able to reach. I can scorch shot jump with the best of them, we can pull out the thermal thruster, we can detonator jump, but the power jack just lets you run and gives you a little boost to your momentum, letting you get into hard to reach places. Like I said before, I like to flank the enemy, and if I can get behind them, I'm going to do everything I can to get there. Getting a random crit with this in casual, hearing the thunk when you hit the enemy, seeing the enemy's ragdoll fly across the map, there is nothing like that dopamine fix. I also do enjoy the axe extinguisher. I had someone redeem a loadout and ask me to use the axe extinguisher, which is not something I have used a lot. I used it mostly at the beginning of the game when I didn't know what I was doing. I remember the first time I set someone on fire and hit them with the axe extinguisher and the body just flopped to the ground while I got the speed boost. It feels amazing. There is just, whoo, I love it. I love seeing the enemy's fear when I just pull that axe out when they know they're on fire. They know they're my target, and I love it. Did I stutter? Yeah, but you'll have to get used to that. The weapons in this game are designed to reward you for your precision. If you think about it, your enemy only needs to hit you like 2, 3, at the most 4 times to take you down, depending on what class you are. The satisfaction and adrenaline rush when you, as medic, take down a fully healed heavy with nothing but the amputator in your hand. We all play games to feel that sense of achievement, that sense of we worked for this. We learned this weapon. We learned these maps. We came out here to play and just have a good time. Do you remember the first time you got a revenge? When you took down that enemy that dominated you so continuously in front of your team? You were the one who took them down. So yeah, that's my normal loadout. I do want to make it clear that even though these are my preferences, these are my to-go-to options, I do know how to use the alternative weapons in Pyro's arsenal. I love the detonator. I love det jumping. I can get all over the map with it. It is such a huge help to how I personally play the game. But I use the scorch shot when I stream due to the salty people who like to send death threats over a gun in a video game. Am I too old to be trolling people in public lobbies? Nah. I would like to thank you for listening to me this far. This is my first video where I am speaking over clips that I have pre-recorded, and it feels a little weird, but I did have fun talking about this. If you would like me to talk about the other weapons, like if you want to know my favorite shotgun, if you'd like to see me just play with meme weapons, I would totally be down for that. So let me know in the comments. If you don't like my loadout, that's fine. Like, it's for me. You keep your loadout how you want it. And trust me, I'm not going to complain about it. Unless it's that fucking quick fix. I'm leaving that in, it's too good. If you like what you see, I stream TF2 almost every day on Twitch under KoyoteMoone. Feel free to come and yell at me even if you like. I don't know, I like to talk to people. I love you guys. I hope you have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.